Hello everyone, welcome to the stream again. Today we are going to again discuss new researches. Today we are going to have new discussions and it's time to get into it again. See, the whole point is again, I have to tell you again and again because a lot of you people are new to this page, new to this channel. It's a new channel, of course. So the whole point is that we have regular discussions on the new researches that happen in our academia, our industry, and it's not just discussing new researches. It's also about what kind of discussions we should be having. You know, the youngsters, the people who think there's nothing left in life, they should be yearning to learn more. There's so much to learn in this universe. Every day we are learning something new, and how come you feel that you have nothing to do? And maybe we'll have fun conversations so that everyone who feels that it's too nerdy or they don't understand a lot of the stuff because they don't know how to read a research paper, they have never read a research paper, but they want to know about new things, they want to know how things work and what are we as a society studying about, what are we getting to know about new universe, our universe, and what new researches are happening, but they don't want to read the research paper because they have never done it. Your everyday guy, your everyday uh, a person who runs a grocery store, a person who has a shop that sells flowers, everyone who wants to explore, everyone who is curious but is hesitant because he doesn't know how to start having search. This is what this channel is for. We can join and we can have discussions. So before that we move forward, today I saw a very fun thing, that for you can have color blinding test. So what I want to do first of all today is see that, are we able to do that? I want to see how am I colorblind or not. So let me just search something. Just a second. Is it audible? Is it visible? No, it's not visible. Huh? Okay. I guess. mm, just a second, guys. Let me just set it up. And we will have. Yes, no, we have. So now we'll start with the colorblind test. I want to see if colorblind test, am I colorblind or not? I think I am not, but let's try. And you guys also comment in the comment section that if you guys are colorblind or not. And since I'm wearing this mask, I'm probably going to have less clarity, but let's see. Okay, okay. Most of the obvious colorblind things, colorblind tests, like this is obviously a four. I think most of us can see. So I can see this. And these are the tougher ones. I can still read what it is, but let's take a proper test. Yeah. Start test. Are you wearing and corona glasses? No. The cone score can vary plus minus 13% when you're taking test multiple times. Oh, okay. Okay, this is obviously a one, so not a big issue. This one is a six. We have a time limit right here. So six. Do we have a time limit? I guess. This one is definitely eight. Very obvious. This one again, I can see that it is a seven. But this one I can. Oh, I knew it. See, I knew it was it was a time-based test. So this is obviously one. This one is again six. I think some people would be having trouble here. This one is nine for me. Two. And this one is a tough one for people who start to having it. This one is a 4. I'm doing it fast because it's a time limit. And again, this one is 4. This one is 3. This one is obviously 2. Very much visible to me. This one is also very much visible to me. It's 9. This one is barely visible to many. I can still see a big contrast. Okay, now we are entering the realm where it start becoming. It's 7. 3. It's 3. It's 3. Definitely 3. This one is 1. This one is again 7. This one is again 8. Comment down if you think you missed some of them. Oh, oh. No thanks. Continue to test the result. Okay. Your color vision, normal color vision. Of course, normal color vision. Congrats, you can see 1 million distinct shades of color, 1 in 12 men and 1 in 200 women. With color blindness may only see up to 10% of the colors you see. Oh damn, 10% is too much. Hmm. Okay, that's very interesting. So now back to how we what we do. So yesterday we did a lot of researches like new research in chemistry, new research in physics, new research in mathematics, new research in sociology. But today I would say let's instead of just hopping around, let's have a deep, mm, deep discussion. Oh, I really hope someone is, some other people are joining. We have one person watching us right now. Hi, hi. You're so welcome. You're welcome to put any messages you want. And while we wait for the people, let's see if any of the friends joining in. I guess people are not joining, but we will continue for science. Okay. So, now where should we move? Which field should we move into? It's always very interesting, because a lot of people say I'm not that interested in physics and all, or someone is. I think less number of people are interested, particularly in chemistry, and even less in mathematics or sociology and all. But let's go with something that many of us can relate to. So, I would say research, new research in Pokemon Go. I mean, I don't know how many people will relate to that, but I don't want to. Oh, not new research. Oh, that makes sense. New research definitely means Pokemon. Now we're talking. Autism, science in India, psychology. Let's do psychology. I think a lot of people would find psychology fun. Hmm. Psychology, our nature papers are always, uh, paid. So, and their summaries are not that extensive. So, let's go for current research in psychology. Okay, let's see what this is about. Exploring self esteem and body dissatisfaction among Jamaican youth, unraveling influential factors and promoting self image. Okay, let's see what else we have. Investigating the effects of psychological and behavioral theories across spectrum of research disciplines. Across across spectrum of research disciplines. This kind of feel like Let's see what it's about. It kind of feels like that, in multiple uh, disciplines like physics, chemistry, and all that. So people are doing different research. So are they seeing that which field researchers have some particular psychological behavior or something? Let's see. The study examines key psychological and behavioral theories to understand their impact on individual learning, decision making, behavior across various contexts. The study addresses the need for deeper insights into how these frameworks shape human behavior and their applications in diverse research disciplines. The framework explored include the technology acceptance model TAM, which forecasts technology adoption through constructs like perceived usefulness and ease of use. This is something little more technical. What is the conclusion? So this is little more technical. Let's see what else kind of research we have, something we can understand together, or at least I can understand, because I want to discuss this with you guys. And body consciousness and self objectification in Gen Z adolescent girls. Well, I would say this is a very important topic because specifically how girls are either subjected to uh, ill-minded behavior, creepy behavior, or they start to think that since the world is creepy, might as well do things which which gets attention. Now see, it's it's no one's business who wants to dress what kind of content they want to push. Okay, but there definitely comes a point where, however sick minded and uh, however creepy and gross this behavior is, at some point, you know, the attention starts to hurt the mental health of these young girls, and it has a very bad impact on society. So if you guys want to learn more about this is a paper. It's on scipub.com. It's by body consciousness and self objectification in Gen Z adolescent girls by Tarika Sandhu and Sargun Sandhu. It's published in Current Research in Psychology 2021, 1 to 3. Okay, so it's, I guess, 5 year old. Should we read it? I think we should read it. It's something society needs. These are the topics society need to understand in order to do better. Let's say what the author wants to say. In contemporary Indian society, media has magnified age-old pressure for teenage girls to conform to stereotypical standards. Very true. Very true. Like, they say you cannot wear this kind of thing or cover up because some distant uncle is coming and they shouldn't see you. Like a lot of bullshit, a lot of crap they say. Uh, let's say Devdutt Patnaik gives us contemporary Indian mythologist and author Devdutt Patnaik gives us a vivid picture of socio-cultural and religious genesis of Indian society. He validates the inherent gender-based inequality so characteristic of the Indian society in his book Seven Secrets of the Goddess. A woman stops being a person; she is dehumanized and turned into a symbol of masculine honor. This transformation from prized possession to venerated object marks the triumph of patriarchy. This objectification of male bodies not only not only instigates shame and dread but also encourages chasing what society thinks is ideal. The present study aimed to explore the role of self objectification in objectified body consciousness. Example, body surveillance, body shame, and appearance control beliefs of adolescent female ranging from 15 to 19 from Punjab and is equal to 60. I think this is the sample size. The self objectification was used to screen female in high and low self objectification alongside the score of subscales of objectified body conscious scale was obtained. The findings suggested that media images gave a detrimental effect on adolescent psyche. It is it's imperative to improve a woman's experience of her own body. Psycho educational interventions in school and college should be introduced which focus on presenting and reinforcing a critical stance towards female beauty standards in order to prevent or at least reduce high levels of internalization and social comparison. Okay, like a lot of these things we all know, but either we ignore it or either we don't discuss about it. Well, I would not say much on this topic because I think a woman has more, uh, I don't know, informed opinion on this. But I will say one thing about this is, you know, we as humans have stuck to one kind of, particular kinds of body structures as ideal, which is absolutely wrong because human body comes in different body shapes. Okay, even a woman who goes to gym regularly and all that will and is toned, low body fat muscle, will have a different body shape than a different lot of other women. Okay, and same goes for men. However much I try to train, I go into even 10, 15, 8% body fat percentage, I will not look like Chris Evans, or I will not look like Chris Hemsworth, right? I will look like me. And there is no other person who goes through a similar weight loss program, fat loss program, muscle building program, and will look like me. So, irrespective of gender, we cannot uh, look alike. So, rather than focusing on what others look like, we just should always focus on how to be the best version of ourselves. And if anyone wants to read this paper in detail, you have got the link from the video. And we'll move on to another topic. Now, study on dark triad personality and emergency response and the psychological adaptation among young adults during pandemic. It's not so fun. Perceived anomic threat, beliefs in LGBTQ conspiracy theory. It's okay, okay. There are lot of papers, but these are not new ones. Recently published ones are also very few. Let's see any other link. If you guys are, like interested and you feel that uh, we want to discuss something else, you are free to, put in the text, if you put in the chat, and we will have a discussion. So meanwhile, let's say what Science Daily has to say. Okay, going to museums, movies, and theater may help your body stay younger. Now, this is my kind of research, especially with Spider-Man new movie coming. Or I'm psyched for that movie, and I'm sure you guys are too. So, if you are, please comment that in the comment box. Okay, the summary is going to cinema, visiting museums, or attending concerts may do more than just entertain. Researchers found that older adults who regularly, particularly in cultural activities, tend to have bodies that are functioned like those of people about 3 years younger. They believe stronger social ties, better mental health, and healthier habits could help explain the link, although more research is needed to determine whether cultural activities directly slow aging. I don't know. When I go to watch movie, I take a large bucket of popcorn and a large coke. So I doubt I am aging slow. But then again, that's the experience that I love. I do you guys buy popcorn while watching movies? Please let me know. And the anyway say more research is required. Obviously, in psychology, nothing is concrete. There's always more and more research required. Exercise doesn't just strengthens the heart; it rewires it. Okay, I guess that was like this is the psychology. Ultrasound treatment may help stop arthritis before it starts. Second pregnancy changes the brain in surprising new ways. This one sounds interesting. Why human body has so many design flaws? This is something is looking very interesting, and it's still loading. Meanwhile, you guys put your message in the chat box so I can read it. Oh, connection timed out. Let's try again. Yeah. Many of the body's biggest flaws are the result of evolution. Building an old designs instead of many of the body's biggest flaws are the result of evolution building on old designs instead of starting over. Our spine, eyes, teeth, pelvis, and even certain nerves all reveal compromises that worked well enough for survival but still leave us prone to pain, injury, and disease. Structures like the appendix and ear muscles also remain because they were never harmful enough for evolution to eliminate. Okay, so a lot of things are still there because they were not harmful. So body has a lot of redundancy. Uh, Most of it feel very useful, but I guess together those features tell a story of a body shaped by history rather than perfection. Oh, oh, these are the points these are the joints that hurt in my body definitely after gym or running. The human body is often described as marvel of perfect design, elegant, efficient, finely tuned for its purpose. Yet when we look closer, a rather different picture emerges. I mean, and in any complex systems, there's bound to happen. It's bound to happen that a lot of signals this that system is going to give that are due to compounded nature of multiple processes, right? So and now we as an observer might not feel usefulness of certain signals, but maybe that is because we don't know what to do with it. I'm pretty sure. See, a lot of things that we already feel are important are only because after years of research we are able to find meanings and reasons for them, or to say find like it's very obvious for us to, of course, this signal is coming from our body because using this we can do this. But ask a person 100 years before, and he will probably say, even this is pointless. I don't know why this signal is body giving. Or not as a body, any complex system will give out signals. And I think that is just because the compounding nature of multiple processes happening in any complex machine or system. It's only over time we humans are able to find any meaning in many of those signals, and it's and we have and over time maybe mix of mix or combinations of those signals, maybe not all, maybe few of them, in a different ratios, might even help us to make sense of even something more important or significant to human body, but we just don't know how to do that. And then we will say, oh, these signals are so important, these are required to find this and that and this. But I don't think there is any signal that is unimportant. It is just we don't know what to do of what to make of it, right? The spine, human spine tells this story best. Okay, our vertebral column has evolved little from our four-legged quadrupedal tree-dwelling ancestors, where it functioned primarily as a flexible beam for smooth movement from branch to branch, while also protecting the spinal cord. Humans, when humans adopted an upright bipedal gait, the spine retained these functions. But it was also repurposed for additional need for supporting our body weight vertically and maintaining our center of gravity, while still allowing the flexibility for us to move. These opposing demands create strain. The characteristic curves of human spine helps distribute weight, but it also predisposes us to lower back pain, herniated disc, and degenerative changes affecting its most important function. The protection of spinal cord and surrounding nerves. These conditions are extraordinarily common and not because the spine is inherently poorly made, but because it's doing a job it was never originally designed to do. Well, over last 150 years, if you see, the work of human body has changed drastically. It probably went from farming, that means, maybe getting on the ground, like bending and cutting crops, and constant up and down movement, and lateral movement as you cut one crop plant and move it to next. So from that to standing in those early factories where there was continuous monotonous work on the assembly line, to now sitting on computer for 8 or 9 hours regularly. So of course our body is probably confused that now this looks like 40 years or 50 years is a long time, but on an evolutionary scale I think that is such a radical and drastic change. Like human functionality is becoming so dynamic, and it's not just that our day-to-day function has changed. It's like today, like for example, if someone is doing a desk job but goes to gym, so for 8 hours of no movement to sudden load bearing movements to for 1.5 hour, to again, if you are any other hobby like playing football, basketball, another flexibility based movements for another 1 hour or something. I think human body these days are very drastically used in a very high diversity, like around the world. So different humans are doing different things, and those activities are changing every day. So that means that there is so much diversity in the functionality of human body. But since we are intermingling as a global village in this age and time, either we are going to have a extremely robust uh, robust spine in next, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 generations, that is built to handle basically everything: football, cricket, swimming, working and sitting for long hours, weight training, along with I don't know, trekking. It's a lot of those things people used to do earlier also, but in this age and time, the resources for many of the humans have increased, and so is the infrastructure regarding doing all those different activities. So, human body is either it's not either most likely going to be evolve into a system which has to be ready for basically every kind of movement, because so many humans doing so many different things, dramatically different things, are breeding together, and the generations, the genes are intermixing at a very higher pace than ever before in history. So if that happens, I'm pretty sure that would be a good thing. But that's just my assumption, of course. See, this is a big assumption, and I'm not from um, bio background, or specifically very expert in how genetics work. I'm just assuming the most logical way these things are going to happen. And but if any of you who works in this field has a better perspective, or anyone thinks that logically instead of this something else is going to happen, please comment in the comment box so that we all can learn something new. Next, another clear argument against the divine design is which takes a course that simply makes no sense to invent. This nerve, okay, which this is the re- recurrent laryngeal nerve. Okay, this nerve, which is a branch of vagus nerve, predominantly controls our organs, rest and digest functions. Laryngeal nerve also connects the brain to larynx, helping control speech and swallowing. Logically, one might expect to use the most direct route to connect brain and larynx. Instead, it descends from brain into chest, loops around a major artery, then travels back up to voice box. Yeah, the nerve said, let me take a long route. I want to, you know, see some views before I finally reach where I need to go. The detour is not a clever design. It probably did on a whim, but a historical leftover from our fish-like ancestors when the nerve took straightforward path around gills arches. As necks lengthened over evolutionary time, the nerve was stretched rather than rerouted. Oh, okay. The inefficiency can increase our vulnerability to injury during surgery. Uh, like how in power extension cords, they give extra long cables so that in case you need extra length, we have an extra nerve in case some part of it destroys. But I don't know if it's possible to, let's say your nerve, part of your nerve gets damaged, and you just use the remaining part to just connect it after cutting the damaged part. Is it possible to do? I don't think it's possible to do. But if it can be done, I can understand it will be a very dangerous surgery, but a revolutionary one. If these kinds of issues happen and these kinds of surgeries are required in large amount. Okay, so guys, I would love to continue more, but at the moment I have to stop. We'll be having around half an hour streams from now on, because during after the whole day it becomes very difficult for me to take out so much time for streaming, as well as preparing for the shots and everything. So I'll have to take my leave here. But again, tomorrow we'll have another stream, and every day we'll have a discussion where you guys tell me. Today we don't didn't get any messages. That is fine. The goal here is to have communication. If not today, it will happen tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'll always be having discussions with you. I'll always be searching for new things, and I want to have discussion more than just reading papers. I want to have discussion with you guys. So from next time, 9 o'clock sharp, I'll try to stream every day. And till then, please subscribe the channel. Click on that red button and like this video so that I can see you guys are supporting me what I'm doing. And we will meet tomorrow. Peace out.